What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most beautiful friendships in K-pop that literally gives us all the feels. We're talking about Jimin and JHope, aka JHope. And guys, I'm about to tell you a story that will make you believe in true friendship again. How did Jimin support JHope's solo career in ways that no one expected? Trust me, by the end of this video, you're gonna be crying happy tears. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell because you do not want to miss this. Let's get into it. Okay guys, let's set the scene first. When JHope started his solo era with the album Jack in the Box in 2022, the pressure on him was insane. Like, can you imagine? He had to prove that he could stand alone without the BTS member label. And the biggest moment was coming up, Lollapalooza Chicago. He was about to become the first Korean artist to headline this massive international music festival. But here's what you guys might not know. In an interview, JHope actually admitted something really vulnerable. He said he was in a dark world while preparing for Lollapalooza. Guys, think about it. The expectations were sky high. The pressure from the industry, the fear of failure, everything was crushing down on him. This wasn't just another performance, this was history in the making. And this is where our story really begins. This is where Jimin came in and did something that absolutely no one saw coming. So guys, here's the first bombshell. Jimin decided to fly to Chicago specifically to watch JHope perform at Lollapalooza 2022. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's nice, he went to support his friend. But no, this was so much more than that. First of all, Jimin had an insanely packed schedule at that time. He rearranged everything, flew thousands of miles just to be there for JHope. And here's the kicker, he didn't do it for the cameras or for a photo op like many celebrities do. He came as a friend, as a brother, to make sure JHope wasn't alone in his biggest moment. Guys, the videos that went viral are absolutely precious. You can see Jimin in the backstage area and in the crowd, screaming and cheering like a true fan. There's this one video that went crazy viral where Jimin literally lifts up his shirt with pure excitement while yelling for JHope. Like, he was so hyped. And you know what makes this gesture so powerful? Jimin didn't care about maintaining his idol image. He was completely lost in the moment, proud of his best friend, not caring what anyone would think. That's real friendship right there, guys. Now guys, grab your tissues because this next part is gonna hit you right in the feels. After the incredibly successful performance, JHope and Jimin did a live stream together. And what JHope said literally made everyone cry. With tears in his eyes, JHope said, and I quote, "Jimin's help played a big role. While preparing for Lollapalooza, I was in a dark world, but Jimin became my light." Guys, did you hear that? Jimin became my light. This wasn't just a casual thank you. This was JHope admitting that without Jimin, his journey would have been so much harder. Jimin was his anchor, the person who reminded him why he was doing all of this, the one who gave him the strength to keep pushing forward. And honestly, guys, in an industry as tough as K-pop, having someone like that, that's priceless. But wait, there's more. What makes Jimin's support even more special is that it wasn't just a one-time thing. This wasn't just showing up at the big moment. No. Jimin was there consistently throughout every stage of JHope's solo career. When JHope was still in the creative process making his album, Jimin was always there listening to his demos, giving honest feedback, being a sounding board for his creative ideas. The other BTS members even joked that they were jealous of how close Jimin and JHope are. Their chemistry is just that special and can't be replicated. And guys, here's something that really shows the depth of their friendship. Fast forward to 2025, when JHope performed at Lollapalooza Berlin, Jimin was serving in the military at that time. He couldn't be there physically, but did that stop him? Absolutely not. Jimin found ways to still show his support. He watched the performance via live stream and actively posted on social media supporting JHope. He shared videos of himself watching the performance on a big screen, left encouraging comments on Weverse, and even jokingly commented about JHope unbuttoning his shirt on stage, saying he was inspired to show some skin too. The humor and warmth in his support showed that distance and circumstances couldn't break their bond. Now guys, here's where it gets really interesting. The support that we don't see is actually the most meaningful. JHope revealed in interviews that Jimin would send him long messages in the middle of the night, giving him words of encouragement and reminding him not to be too hard on himself. In an industry where showing vulnerability is often seen as weakness, Jimin created a safe space for JHope to be honest about his fears and doubts. Jimin wasn't just a cheerleader shouting from the sidelines. He was a confidant who understood the pressure and challenges JHope was facing. And guys, Jimin also supported JHope in very practical ways. When JHope was busy with rehearsals and preparations for performances, Jimin took initiative to handle some things that could lighten JHope's burden. Staff members have hinted at this in behind-the-scenes footage, showing that Jimin was often the first person JHope would call when he needed a second opinion or someone to vent to. Okay guys, let's talk about something that makes their support even more special. They're both part of BTS's legendary dance line. This means they understand each other's artistic vision and creative process on a deep level. Jimin knows exactly what JHope is trying to achieve with his choreography and performances. So his feedback isn't just blind support saying, everything is perfect. It's intelligent, constructive feedback that actually helps JHope grow and improve as a solo artist. That's the difference between surface-level support and real support. Now here's one of my favorite moments that proves this isn't a one-way street. When Jimin was filming his like crazy music video for his solo debut, guess who surprise visited him on set? JHope. Guys, this shows that their friendship is truly reciprocal. They're both genuinely invested in each other's success and happiness. Behind-the-scenes videos show them laughing, joking, and being completely comfortable with each other. There's no competition, and no jealousy, just pure joy seeing each other succeed. And RM, another BTS member, once said in a broadcast that for Jimin, JHope is the person who comes first. This is huge, guys. This came from someone who sees their dynamic every single day. RM noticed that whenever something happens, the first person Jimin thinks of or contacts is JHope and vice versa. Guys, I have to share this because it's so sweet. JHope once called Jimin his sweet doll. Now, in Korean culture where openly expressing affection, especially among men, isn't always common, this statement shows the depth of their relationship. JHope isn't shy or hesitant to express how much Jimin means to him. And Jimin is equally vocal about how important JHope is in his life. This vulnerability and openness is what makes their friendship so beautiful and real. Now guys, let's talk about why Jimin's support was so impactful. JHope launched his solo career during a challenging time for BTS as a group. There was uncertainty about the future, military enlistment was looming, and there was pressure to prove each member could be successful individually. In the middle of all that chaos and uncertainty, having someone like Jimin who was unconditionally supportive gave JHope the stability and confidence he needed to take risks and be bold with his artistic choices. And Jimin's support extended beyond just JHope's music. When JHope released documentaries and behind-the-scenes content, Jimin was always one of the first people to watch and share it. He actively promoted JHope's content on his social media, using his massive platform to help broaden JHope's reach. That's strategic support that shows Jimin really understands the industry. Guys, here's what makes the story truly special. It's authentic. In an era where so many celebrity friendships are curated for media or brand purposes, Jimin and JHope's friendship stands out because it's genuine. They don't need cameras or an audience to be supportive of each other. Their support happens in private moments, in late-night phone calls, in quiet encouragement before big performances, and in countless small gestures that are never shared with the public. When JHope announced world tour plans for 2025, no one doubted that Jimin would be one of his biggest supporters, finding ways to be there whether physically or through other means. Their friendship has proven time and again that true support isn't measured by grand gestures alone, but by consistent presence, understanding, and genuine care for each other's well-being and success. So guys, that's the story of how Jimin supported JHope's solo career in ways that no one expected. It's not about the big flashy moments. It's about the consistency, the authenticity, and the pure love and brotherhood that can't be faked. This is what real friendship looks like. This is what it means to truly support someone. And honestly, JHope's friendship inspires millions of fans around the world, including me. to cherish and support our own friends in meaningful and authentic ways. So guys, what do you think? Which moment touched your heart the most? Are you crying yet? Because I definitely teared up while making this video. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me your favorite JHope moment. And if you love this video, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more BTS content and heartwarming stories like this. Share this with your friends who need to believe in true friendship again. Also, JHope's world tour is coming up, and you know Jimin will be supporting him all the way. So stay tuned for more updates. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Stay beautiful, stay kind, and always support your friends like Jimin supports JHope. Peace out.